All right, welcome back, Michelle Waldsmith. Thank you for joining me for our continued Oscar talks.
Yeah,
Uh,
glad to be here.
so let's get started with past lives.
And just so you know, there will be spoilers.
There's a word in Korean, inyeon. It means providence or fate.
Do you believe in that?
That's just something Koreans say to seduce someone.
So we're starting with.
Let's rip the Band-Aid off.
Oh,
Because you and I had
okay.
very different, well, I don't know if we had different reactions, but might as well just jump into the deep end.
Okay. Yeah, I need to emotionally connect to that. So one of my number one most favorite movies is When Harry Met Sally.
Hmm.
Adore it. And when I started watching Past Lives, I was like, yes, this is like a remake or like a different version of When Harry Met Sally. And I was super excited. And then I was super crushed at the
Hmm.
end when they didn't get together.
Yeah.
So it was very devastating, as you know,
Oh,
because I was sending you messages. I can't take
yeah.
it.
Oh my goodness. It's definitely like a 50-50 chance, which way it's going to go. And
Right.
once you start it feeling going one way and you just kind of have to watch it happen, it's so sad. I would say that this to me was sort of a perfect movie. It was just so beautiful and so gentle and so confident in its presentation. And even the sorts of scenes you would expect from this type of movie didn't play out the way you would expect them to. There was no deception. Everyone was pretty open and pretty mature about the whole situation. It was just one of those, oh, why not both? And that's impossible.
I know. It was almost too true to real life, right? Like, I mean, I
Yeah.
think the writing was phenomenal. I mean, the relationship between husband and wife, some of those scenes of just like honesty and vulnerability and just how that would play out just felt so true to like a real life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was very beautiful. And with those kind of movies, you kind of want there to be something wrong with the marriage that would like justify the two ending up together. I thought maybe that was going to happen, but
Right.
in the end, it's like I don't want them to not be together. They seem to have a great marriage. It's just the whole start of the movie set us up for what I thought was going to happen, and then I had to pivot, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to.
Yeah. I would say they did such a great job in really keeping you in tension and wondering what really was going to happen. The chemistry that Greta Lee had with both actors was, very separate, different chemistry, but palpable on either end. I had heard that the first time that they see each other when they're adults was the first time those actors had ever met in person. Like they waited to actually meet in person on that take. And so,
That's
just
so cool.
yeah, what a confident choice by the director to just be like, okay, we're gonna do it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
restraint, like the fact that they hugged when they first met, but beyond that, I don't think we had any physical touch. Like, even at that, I can't remember if they hugged right before he got in the taxi or not. I don't think they
I
did.
don't
Like,
think they did either.
I feel like it was just
Yeah,
and it was brutal. It was so hard to watch. It was like you could
yeah,
just feel the tension there. And the
yeah,
fact that like they just, like there was a scene where they had their hands on a pole, like riding a subway or something, and they were like right
yeah.
by each other and
Oh my
just,
gosh.
it was tearing at heartstrings.
I know so many, and especially as you mentioned that last scene, the fact that it plays out in a long tracking shot, both to where the cab is picking up and back to the
Yeah.
staircase. And then the way they would play with parallel shots from different points of their life. Like the last
Mhm.
shot was very reminiscent of a shot of his character in the cab in the beginning.
Mhm.
Just I would also say When Harry Met Sally is I think would be like a pretty innovative double feature to have with this movie, but you should watch Past Lives first.
Yes. Yeah, so you get some gratification afterwards. Yeah, and the other thing I have to say is that the cinematography, the visual of the separating of paths when they would walk home from school and then when she was about to move and how they just separated that way. And I think they brought that back later in the
Mhm.
film also,
Yeah,
was just beautiful.
yeah,
Gorgeous
yeah,
imagery.
yeah. I'm really excited for whatever Celine Song is going to do next. In fact, she's doing, it sounds like she's doing a romantic comedy next. So maybe this will be the payoff that we seek.
She certainly knows how to write romance. And also, one of the things I said when I wrote about this film is I really would love to see a sequel or a prequel. Like, like broadening the lens really far. When Harry Met Sally, they had 12 years to, finally get back together. And we're talking lifetimes for these two. Was it a previous lifetime, a later lifetime, whatever lifetime they're together? I'd like that film. Maybe she could write that.
Yeah. Let's have it. Hear that Celine song. Let's do it.
Yes, do it.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. We're going to be doing some more of these videos talking about Oscar-nominated films, so yeah, stay tuned. We have a couple fun ones coming up. I'll be talking with Michelle on some other videos, and also want to take this opportunity to plug myself. I am a filmmaker, I am a director, a screenwriter, and an editor, and would love to work with you if you have ideas for storytelling videos, either for your business or for other needs. Let's have a chat.